players. They don't care if they start or come in from the bench. They just, when they get their minutes, they get their minutes. You see that pay off. See if the Buffaloes can give TCU a test. Margin per game in scoring, TCU best in the conference, 26 plus 26 points, their average final score. See if the Buffs can get with them here. TCU has first possession in the road white uniforms. Colorado home blacks today inside, and Tabitha Benson plays defense against Marta Suarez, who missed the shot.
I think that's where we're going to see it. It's who can finish at the rim today, honestly.
Starters for the Buffs, Walker, Mackerlane, Masogayo, Dutat, Benson. Right there in the middle, Jade Masogayo. She's from Fort Worth, Texas. TCU Horned Frogs are from Fort Worth, Texas. Jade's going to go right to the rim.
Just really smart execution, right? No, she doesn't have the height, but does a nice little step back off the dribble there. Bigby,
Hunter, Miles, Suarez, and Silva, the starters for Mark Campbell's TCU Horned Frogs. Jade Masogayo has a rebounded miss. Mackerlane is going to go to the right side. Zyanna Walker's been playing great basketball over the last stretch of time.
But Zy Walker just bodying down there.
Walker poked it away momentarily from Miles, almost had the turnover, spinning along the baseline. Suarez working against Benson. That's a nice.
Just textbook in kind of efficient, calm post moves and drawing that contact.
Contested pass received by Masogayo. Jade thought she was fouled, and the defense applied by Clara Silva. Talk more about the defense in a moment after this possession for TCU as they work it around. Hunter had it. Silva working it inside, gets it back. Left elbow, it's a good-looking shot from Clara Silva, 6'7" sophomore from Portugal. Hits it up again. Now Benson thinks about this three. That's short. Defense came to her quickly. Marta Suarez, nice recovery. 10th year for JR Payne. Toriano Towns, associate head coach, and assistants Taylor Carr, Matt Howard, Jordan Hernandez, Shelly Sheets. The coaching brigade over on the left side. Taken away. Walker last time down. About got one from Miles this time.
Get those steals.
Quick release three. Good looking shot from Marta Suarez. Rebound against TCU. That is Clara Silva.
Here's another look at Zy Walker again, just kind of with that little poke away and a good finish on the other side. What she does so well.
Is Mark Campbell, third season with Chavi Lopez, associate head coach. Mignon Moore, Leah Jackson, Nolan Wilson, Jesse Craig, the coaches. TCU playing defense right now. This is an elite defense. They lead the Big 12 in terms of points allowed per game, but they're giving up some to the Bucks right here. Desiree Wooten is in off the bench. She scores, and Greer checked in. Three subs pop through. Miles. That's what she can do. Thought it looked better just to go ahead and put up the shot.
She thought I had this.
Doesn't need a whole lot of time to get herself assembled to get a shot away, and she quickly threw that one in for two. Masogayo does shoot over the top of Clara Silva. Each team with two players waiting to check in. And at the table, Suarez working left side, banging against Masogayo, and then reverses it over. Shot it, though, on the reverse try. Masogayo was there on the opposite side.
Credit Jade for just maintaining position there.
Inside, Greer gets the feed from Desiree Wooten. His TCU defense just filthy, allowing 54 points per game, but it's the Buffs right now out-D'ing TCU. Takeaway, Walker on the run, left side, fighting her way toward the rim, won't draw a whistle. Zyanna might have forced that one a little too much, trying to just get the foul, never had the foul come. Now the other way, TCU runs it down, and they'll cash in two with Taylor Bigby. Team that allows the fewest points per game in the Big 12, and also the third best blocks per game team, but they're not getting blocks necessarily. The Buffs are going right at them. Overshot there by Anaëlle Dutat.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're not shying away from those inside looks, making sure they're making those cuts.
Miles did it again. That is, wow, that's tough. Played all those great years at Notre Dame.
I expect that number to be a little bit swollen, taken in that non-conference, but the fact that it hasn't dropped that considerable in the conference, and there's still that 18-point margin is impressive.
Man, that's awesome. Colorado and the subs in Veronica Sheffy and Kennedy Basham. And how about a team that can roll not just 1-6-7, but 2-6-7 players at you? Basham in off the bench. Bucket goes in for TCU.
I say that's exactly what happens there, right? You switch on the screen, and that gamble you take is then you're trying to guard Suarez or Basham underneath, and you've got no size advantage at all.
Wooten again, yep, for three.
We talked about that bench impact. That's what they do so well. Again, you've got so many lineups, so many offensive outlets for CU. again, who's hot? When Desiree Wooten wants to play, she can back it up.
Basham, tough move, and missed the shot. Good hands there by Nowori to keep it away from Basham on the miss, and the rebound try. Gooden runs it away, cross midcourt. Logyn Greer, yeah, she'll think about that again, and knocked it down. Bucks raining threes. This is the team that's at the bottom of the barrel in the Big 12 for three-point shooting. Not today.
As I say, you gotta love that, right?
And the Buffaloes in the first quarter with 2.5 minutes to go. They'll take a drive here from Hunter. He puts away a nice finish off the glass.
And again, just knocking down the offense right now as well. You mentioned both teams shooting right. TCU at 58%, CU at 64% from the field right now.
Hitting everything. Zyanna Walker, her turn.
She's ready for it. She wants it.
Hunter wants that screen from Basham. Runs it under the basket. Suarez steps back. Now drives and finishes. That's a nice play to the rim by driving and finishing Suarez.
What a nice move by Suarez. And then, of course, Wooten's going to serve that with.
And 8th in opponent rebounds per game. And the Buffs have just come right at that points per game. No mistake on that, not rebounds. This is the first free throw line visit by either team. 10-point first quarter. Anaëlle and Betson are back in. Wooten stays on. Dutat and Masogayo also came back in for a double ankle breaker. Bigby and Dutat both stumbled. Bigby misses the shot.
I was going to say, yeah, they both kind of went down. Woo! And Desiree Wooten just in too much traffic.
Tell the Buffaloes one of their strategic approaches here is downhill basketball, and Wooten is very good at that. A couple times the Buffs have forced the issue of expecting the foul and not really finished their approach. You got to take it all the way to the rim, let the foul come, but you can't assume that foul. It ends poorly. Luckily, that one was touched by TCU for Wooten.
I was going to say, that is nice drive by Wooten, and a good finish as she remains perfect from the field right now. Sometimes they do become a little bit disorganized and a little bit chaotic.
It's on the left side, and that's going to get knocked down from deep from Bielefeld. And right side, Anaëlle. Walker, three. That bounced off and thought it might go back through. They're going to get it away. Nope, no shot. It hits the rim, but that was waved off. Didn't get it away in time. What a first quarter. The Buffaloes do manage to score more than a half of what TCU typically allows in an entire game. 28-point first. It's 28-20. First quarter stats are on your screen. Left side. As the Buffs inbound it to Wooten. 60% field goal shooting from TCU. 58 from Colorado in that first. 17 bench points, obviously fueled by the dozen from Wooten. Walker left it short on a spinning move in the lane with Shear in front of her. Now Shear runs the floor. Feeds it in left side. Going to work on the post against Masogayo. Fade away by Silva. Two Buffs there. It's rebounded by Betson.
I say, Jade Masogayo kind of holding real estate there and forcing the fadeaway and not able to finish it.
So we talked about the length of the Buffaloes. You look at players like Masogayo, Greer, Dutat, Nowori, but this is a whole different level here on the size proposition, and Masogayo again doesn't mind.
And then creating just enough distance to use the glass perfectly.
Yeah, moving toward the basket, but then fading her shoulders back a little bit, give herself room to release the shot. Great control athleticism by Masogayo, who's going to pick up a foul.
One of the biggest pieces of TCU's offense. Averages about 16 points a game. And she's just so solid.
In came Taylor Bigby, number 1. Olivia Miles will be checking back in next whistle. Kennedy Basham joining her at the score table. Miles leads the team in minutes per game, one of the top minutes per game players in the country. Wow, there's a block. This team is fantastic blocking the basketball, and it was that time Bielefeld who knocked it away. Ooh, good work down the floor. Suarez is loose. Anaëlle and Betson waiting to check in. We got the heavy rotations going right now. Deep right in the midst of the second quarter. Greer is off the mark with her shot.
I'm saying, CU, right? You knew it's going to slow down. You can't shoot 60. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but you're not going to shoot 60% the entire game. Parker knocks this one down from deep.
About 5 minutes to go first half. Buffs leading by 4. Are they leading by 7? No.
I like the opportunity, right leg, draw it up for Desiree and let her manage that.
Miles will pull a foul from Good. And Ariana Gooden, a freshman. Olivia Miles, a graduate student. Buffs had their Play for K game on Wednesday when West Virginia was here. Brought in a nice crowd. Another celebration today. Miles on the first free throw, good. On the second free throw, good. With his 2-point output for the Buffs after 20
Yeah, well, I was going to say, the biggest thing is you've held Desiree Wooten to no points in the second quarter. That's the biggest thing. She was on fire for you.
After her 12 in the first, how about this? Nope. She tried it. Wooten missed the three.
But again, see you not getting in on many boards either here. Obviously, you're not going to be this hot for that long. You've got to start crashing those boards and start throwing some bodies around.
Buffs 0 for their last 9 on field goal tries. That's part of the equation. There's a free throw line trip coming. Miles to the free throw line. Mentioned the 85.3%. And they throttled Houston on Wednesday, doubled up on them 90-45. Miles, a big game with 25 points. Suarez was big. They were everybody's big there in the 90 points. TCU is not led in this basketball game. They just tied the score after trailing by as many as 11 points. In goes Wooten, her first points in the second quarter.
And finish at the rim there. As you mentioned, she's been held scoreless after a really hot first quarter.
Leading all players with her 14 points. Suarez has 10 for TCU, and they're tied again as Hunter goes to the rim.
I was saying, like this Donovyn Hunter. Okay, Donovyn Hunter able to produce plenty on her own. Nice pick and roll.
Logyn Greer pays it off. Desiree Wooten talking about her points. She's got 4 assists with her 14 points, Desiree.
Yeah, she's finding, right? She's finding when she's covered, she's finding an open player.
Hunter had it taken away by Wooten, got it back and retied the game at 34.
Excellent second effort.
Wooten, big, hot arcing three at the buzzer, bounces off. And the Buffs, who led by 11 at one point, they led after the first quarter 28-20. They're going to be in a tie game with the number 14 team in the country. Tabitha had a 10-rebound game on Wednesday against West Virginia. In her last 5 games, she's had one game with 7, one with 5 rebounds, now one with 10. She's leading the team in rebounds at the half. As she rejoined the roster in December, Tabitha rounding into form. She's out there to start the second half with the Buffs playing defense. TCU trying to get their first lead of the game in the first possession of the second half.
Yeah, there's no question why Tabitha Benson has kind of worked into that starting role. She has really produced for CU.
Hunter works around a screen that knocks back Dutat, and the three is available for Suarez, who leads the team in scoring and adds to it with a 3. First lead for TCU.
I say first lead of the game for TCU, and yeah, of course, it's going to be Suarez recognizing that opportunity when she's got it from outside.
Lob it in. Masogayo reaches for the ball along the baseline, gets her shot up, and a whistle. Jade Masogayo, CU's top free throw percentage shooter this season, and rattled that one down. I was being careful last game.
Yeah.
I was not, so there I accidentally did do the top percentage thing and almost
threw it way out of whack.
Goofed it all up. And she dialed it in a little bit. Learned from that first one and a little more clean.
A little bit off on Olivia Miles, who didn't take the opportunity.
Suarez trying to accelerate. Benson wanted a travel call, playing defense behind Suarez. Now the screen from Suarez. They switch it up. Hunter drives around Benson, and left hand glides it in. Again,
a player like Donovyn Hunter's got to take advantage of that every time.
Trying to cut was Walker. Masogayo had her pass deflected by Suarez. Now they look up, and the drive, Mackerlane stopped Bielefeld. Hunter got it up and scored it, falling away.
Not for lack of effort and trying to make every opportunity in there.
Buffs have Wooten driving, spinning, shooting, and rolls out. Greer saves it. Wooten, don't mess up my plan. She did. She puts him on 39 points with a 3. And the horn flash. Hunter measured it, didn't shoot it. Now she'll bounce it in. Suarez gives it back. This time Hunter will shoot it. And on the third time, she took a look at the rim.
Still bad. Somewhere like, how, where, when? Exit.
3. Ooh, now we got a whistle going the other way. And CU picks up a foul. That one goes against Logyn Greer. Greer talks about Jade Masogayo being an inspiration for her, one of the players that she's learning a lot from. They get the clock down to 4. Hunter puts it up, and there's the height of Silva coming into play. Hunter from the corner. Donovan missed that. Greer had to take a second chance to gather it. Miles pokes it away. Good hustle play for the Frogs. Now weaving through the lane.
I'd say TCU just out. Tough at CU right now on this possession.
Wow. Another run-through rebound. That one Silva on the sheer miss. Can Miles end the possession successfully? Yeah, and her coach, Mark Campbell, is right in her ear celebrating that three. And we got a whistle. And did they not appreciate the behaviors? Timeout. We'll see what else they're sorting out over there after this for Miles.
Wow, knocking it down. What a huge shot on that position. Let's go over it a little bit more.
That is Julie Cromenhoek, who is a fantastic collegiate player herself. Julie Cromenhoek and Kenneth Nash, Nicole Leone, the officials today. Desiree Wooten good on the first one.
Yeah, as I say, I feel her frustration on, right, you've got a tight game. You've got, I don't think it was that egregious. Make it count.
Wooten cashes those in. Has 19 points in the game. Zyanna Walker need her and got her right there with a two. Springing up. Big 4-point burst.
I'd say that'll do wonders for your own confidence there, knocking that one down as Silva closed out on her.
28 points in the first quarter, 10 points since as we headed into those last couple of conversions by the Bucks. Miles.
That's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing you can't do is just trade buckets, right? That's where CU has to get that defensive step in.
Straight on three for Logyn. Greer is clean. Timeout on the next whistle, and those two players will be in when we work through our break. Miles with 2 seconds to shoot. Tough shot. Leaning. Greer tried to save it. Silva was right there. Gave it to Hunter, who got it done. Man, Silva probably needed to take that herself. Made that pass, and Hunter was kind of underneath the rim, but made it happen. Jade Masogayo makes it happen. Down the other way.
How about this? CU running it and finding the other opportunity in the easy bucket by Jade Masogayo. Now another steal by Zy Walker.
Had it tapped away out of bounds to Colorado. 9 points now in the third for Donovyn Hunter, and we still have 4:13 to go in the third.
Yeah, exactly. We got plenty of basketball still to play here.
Betson looking around. Shut down there. Going to give it away to Walker driving. Zyanna Walker squeezes that one in. CU, 4 players in double figures. 3 of those are on the floor right now. Miles, beautiful drive. Spins that in.
So pretty. Such a nice finish.
Greer and Walker and Wooten on the floor right now all have double figure scoring. Betson hasn't scored and Dutat has not scored. Can get the international scoring contributions. Australian Betson from France. Dutat, that one's going to be from Greer instead out of the Philadelphia area. Logyn Greer works her way in. Clara Bielefeld, first foul from Recklinghausen, Germany. Clara picked up the foul. Greer picked up the free throw. 13 points for Logyn Greer, and the Buffs have it tied back at 53-53 after yielding a large lead to TCU in this quarter. 8 points at 5:46 to go in this quarter, and a quick turnaround. Not even 3 minutes for the Buffs to get rid of the 8-point deficit and put it right back into a tie.
You saw that position there with Suarez, though, just so smart, knowing that Olivia Miles had a mismatch.
Here's that foul against Greer.
Yeah, good move by Greer, again, making that contact.
3 fouls for Marta Suarez. Greer's good at the line. As Logyn worked her way up to 15 points. That was the 9th of 9 for the Bucks, so 15 successful free throws between the two teams. And one coming here for Suarez, finishes and will take one extra. Adds the freebie, letting her hair it a little bit. Got the bananas over there, got an inflated unicorn.
Some extra conversation. Oh.
That's the 3rd foul of the quarter by Colorado. A second foul charge to Tabitha Betson. Suarez finds herself too open. She was surprised. Does finish it.
She was even a little bit shocked at how wide open she was. Just a terrible misstep by CU.
Olivia Miles has 18 points. Marta Suarez has 18 points. Big days again for them. Masogayo gets it in, and she'll shoot one. The and ones are a-flying, and this one's going to be a problem. Wow. That number 7 in white is checking out. 1:57 left in the third quarter. A lot of basketball left.
Absolutely. And again, a player that you need on the court. Again, at the break, she had no fouls. This was all third quarter, right? She picks these up.
Jade Masogayo, 13 points. What a great take by Jade, driving the left side, finishing and the foul. And now 13 points to Masogayo, 58 points for the Buffs. They're down by 2. Miles looking to get to 20, maybe 21. Yeah, 21 points on the day with that 3. Now she comes down the floor on defense, walks over by the court side, sees somebody's jawing at her, and she just touched her ear a little bit, like, yeah, keep talking.
I'll take it in.
I know I got a T here, and I'm pretty happy with that, but I'm going to be here all day. She only has 2 fouls, by the way. 21 points for Olivia Miles. 63-58. Hunter driving. Big third quarter for Hunter. Bielefeld lays it in. Nice finish on the left side.
A really good take. You see Desiree Wooten was matched up with Miles there. She was not leaving her side.
Wooten, great feed to Masogayo. Going to go offense, defense here. Put her on the low left block. She's got the 4 fouls, but they'll have possession with 44.9 seconds left. If we can't get you off the floor, just stay out of the way on defense. Masogayo shooting.
Absolutely. And Suarez is one of those players that... Right, head coach Mark Campbell knows that he can trust.
Jade Masogayo has matched her jersey number now with 14 points. 15 points. Man. She hit 9 of 9 free throws on Wednesday against West Virginia, and Jade Masogayo is at 5 of 5 today.
It's those freebies. Ooh.
Corner, Miles drove and dished. Bielefeld gave it back to Olivia Miles, who scoops it home.
Again, what they do so well, right? TCU just gets everyone a little bit disrupted and discombobulated and creates a wide-open opportunity at the rim.
No shot clock for Colorado. They're down by 7. The largest lead for TCU came in this quarter. It was 8. The Buffs got it all the way back to a tie. Can Greer shorten it up again? Yeah! Jumper's good from just beyond the free throw stripe. And it's 17 points for Logyn Greer.
Logyn Greer finding her moments as we go into this fourth quarter. TCU is up by 5. But I tell you what, that CU bench has come in big. Again, her efficiency to me is so impressive. 51% from the floor. She just does not miss because she's so strategic and thoughtful about what opportunities she's taking.
Donovyn Hunter has the basketball. We talked about Donovan scoring 9 points in the third quarter, but how about for Olivia Miles? She had 14 points in the third quarter alone. Down goes Ariana Gooden. She collides. Marta Silva picks up a foul, but the Horned Frogs put up 33 in that third.
It has just been an offensive who's got the opportunity. Logyn Greer poured in 10 in the third quarter.
Gooden couldn't handle the heat, high pass.
Again, right ideas, but just making sure those passes are crisp. You're going to the ball security.
Jade Masogayo has 17 points in the game.
Textbook, what a nice inbounds and great opportunity by Jade.
Up top, Wooten also in the guards. Zone look going here. Greer stepping up. Masogayo, the other side, shutting down Hunter. Deep ball. Miles is good from out there, too.
I was going to say, Olivia Miles with 26 points. Again, this is what makes defending her so hard. You cannot afford to help or be late on a screen at all.
Buffs working offense, down by 6. Walker finds a seam. Nice drive, little hesitation, and then Zyanna accelerates to the basket. Suarez, 4 fouls, driving, and scoring. Buffs sent in Anaëlle Dutat, and it was Suarez and Maddie Shear who came in for TCU. Greer, her career high in her freshman season is 19 points. That would have put her there had she made that shot. Greer was 17. She scored 19 against Portland State in November. Look at the acceleration from Olivia Miles, who gets right in the face of the banana.
enjoying the buff. Banana buffs want a technical for that.
Budgeting her right now with 4 fouls. Masogayo grabs the blocked shot that Betson tried. Dutat has an offensive rebound.
And say there we see Dutat in the mix here.
Cutting is Dutat. Scoring is Dutat. Shooting a free throw is Dutat.
Let's say we just mentioned how CU was really only seen scoring from 4 players.
For Dutat, that's her first rebound of the game and her first points of the game, and she's been definitely one of their leaders. She'll miss the free throw, and it's 74-68. Buffs stay down by 6, and that Dutat missed on her and one. Shear. Walker flies by. Extra pass to Bielefeld, who missed it too strong, and Jade Crook has the rebound.
But again, you got Olivia Miles on the bench. If that's the shot CU forces, they're happy with that.
Yeah. Well, sent the ball out high, trying to drop it over the top. So Wooten got it there. Wooten gives it back to Betson. Betson, strength, takes it up. Good work inside. Physicality from Tabitha Betson. Path to the basket was there.
It was there.
Suarez, Masogayo trying to foul her out of the game, and she did. Ooh. Charge drawn by Jade Masogayo. That's a big play by number 14 in black. Out goes Suarez with her 5th foul. And Jade playing with just 2 fouls, so she's thinking, if they call it on me, I'd
right, you got
big deal. Smart basketball.
Ooh.
From the Fort Worth kids.
No. So you're trying to slip that screen over top, you're trying to go behind. Olivia Miles just going to keep dribbling and try to create some kind of chaos. And Dutat caught in the middle of it.
Miles hits the shot and hits 30 points on the day. Dutat.
Yeah, appreciate the pace. Wooten recognizing it's time to run. We got to go.
Under 3 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Wooten drives. Fades that shot back behind her shoulder to get it away, and then picks up the loose ball on the miss. Wooten resetting with 15 seconds on the shot clock now.
Try a little bit of a set piece here, give Wooten some opportunity.
Wooten wanted to give to Greer and then re-dribbled it and flipped it up. No good. There's Anaëlle Dutat on the glass. CU trailing by 4. Need a defensive stop. Miles is way outside. She missed that by quite a bit short, just barely skimmed the rim.
As to say, kind of a wild possession for TCU, but CU, again, trying to bear down.
Under 2 minutes. Cutting is Walker. Around Miles. Got the shot. Great body control and shot release. Olivia Miles drives left side. 10 to shoot for TCU. Bielefeld tested the left side, now inside, spinning, Silva, wild shot, Buffs get the stop and have a chance to tie or take the lead as we approach 1 minute remaining. Across the timeline with 1:08 to play in the game, down by 2 in the forecourt. Colorado with just the 2 fouls committed. And 4 fouls committed by TCU, so even a non-shooting foul committed here by TCU would be their 5th and put the Buffs in the bonus. Masogayo, tough catch, drives, and fouled right there.
A little bit of that tap away, but then Jade Masogayo, once she got control of that ball, knew she had her beat all the way. Credit Jade Masogayo.
22 Shear replaces Silva, who fouled out. Jade Masogayo, his first free throw would make it a 1-point game. I find it interesting, you might not, but you have 2 players on the TCU roster named Clara, spelled C-L-A-R-A, like Santa Clara, but they're both pronounced Clara. We just saw one of them foul out. Bielefeld and Silva, the 2 Claras for TCU. Masogayo hits one.
You got no Silva out there.
65 of TCU's 76 points scored by that player, along with Marta Suarez and Donovyn Hunter. 30 for Miles, 20 for Suarez, 15 for Hunter. Here we go to offense. Hunter gets it to Miles. Buffs working against the shot clock. Miles going to go to the rim. Masogayo is going to be called for a foul.
Again, here's the trust that, again, Coach T and the Buffs have in each other. They choose to make that switch. In my opinion, that's a tough matchup and so smart of Olivia Miles. She knows exactly what to do. This is exactly how they operate.
A little alignment problem trying to get ready for the free throw. Bielefeld will fade out and get out of the rebound blocks. Just one horn frog on the blocks left side. It's Hunter on a missed free throw from Miles. It leaves it in a 2-point game. 77-75. Buffs, 45 seconds to go.
Plenty of time here.
Walker has been on a tear over the last 2-3 weeks. Buffs have 10 to shoot. Down by 2. Wooten leading the team in scoring today. Been fantastic. Can she get another bucket? Drives. Drops to Masogayo. Blocked, and the foul is called. And Maddie Shear can't believe it. Shear will have her first foul.
Wow. Great hands by Jade Masogayo. I'll tell you what, this was, talk about in traffic. Just a little bit low. Ooh.
Yeah,
that gets her yet. I tell you what, though. I credit Jade Masogayo. What an opportunity.
You saw Kennedy Basham just checked in, number 0 for TCU, low right blocks. Masogayo, good. You said she loved to have that free throw back. She earns herself another opportunity here. Yep. Hits the first. Silence falls over the Cedar Event Center. Masogayo drains it. TCU will call a timeout. Maybe try a final possession. She was 9 of 9 on Wednesday against West Virginia, and she's got 8 of 9 tonight. Here we go with TCU. Maybe trying to win one against the buzzer right here. Buffalo's pressure the inbound. And Hunter pulls it away after a salvage by Taylor Bigby. For TCU, Buffs almost pried that away.
And now you're seeing a mismatch here. Greer with Hunter. Zyanna will stay with Olivia Miles.
Hunter drives right past. Wooten comes to help Hunter put it away. Nicely done by Donovyn Hunter, who now has 17 points and gives TCU the lead with 5.5 remaining. For TCU, 2 players have been disqualified on 5 fouls. Marta Suarez and Clara Silva. And the Buffs have made their plan here with 5.5 to go, down by 2. Inbounding. Anaëlle Dutat gets it to Masogayo, who's going to drive against Basham. Up and in, and she's fouled. The clock does not run out, but the and-one could give the Buffs the lead. Probably a little time going back on the clock. Did Jade Masogayo just almost win it? Can she hit the free throw?
All right, here you go. Take it this look again. You draw Jade Masogayo up to that high post. You clear out that entire side. Jade was left alone. Wilt was there as an option too, but that was Jade's to work with. And again, does a great job of getting Kennedy Basham on her hip and gets to the line here.
Oh my goodness. 22 points, her high this season against Oklahoma State, Jan 25. This would be her new season high. 23, got it, and the Buffs have a 1-point lead. It is 0.7 seconds on the clock. And Jade Masogayo, season high, it's a career high. 23, she mints that with the and-one bucket. Hits her 9th of 10 free throws attempted. TCU has no timeouts. 2.1 seconds. They have advanced the ball, and they're going to opt to bring it to the near side here for the inbound. So opposite their bench, TCU will inbound from the near side of the court. Colorado leading by 1.
Stacey Walker. And Desiree
Hunter gets it to Miles, turns, flings it. That is off the side of the backboard. And Jade Masogayo on an and-one conversion powers the Buffs with a career-high 23. Colorado knocks off number 14.